cities with dyke mayors. They spray the pipes major. Don't play with your life, player. Or shake the dice, player. But if you got a quota, then stay away from toddlers. These bitches are fight promoters. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Train your toddler. Please train your toddler. Whippings, timeouts, take her allowance. Cause on what she will destroy your life if you allow it. Fucking, I'm tired of rapping. Yo, low, bring in the choir. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare.
Niggas need to stop giving these bitches all the attention. That's why niggas is dying now. When these hoes get horny, niggas die. Hoes get horny, niggas die. Watch, every die. We gotta start saying fuck these bitches, man. If you fucking with a cool female, that's all good. But if you fucking with a bitch, you need to break her ass and shake her ass.
Man. Welcome to the Dirty Folks Daycare. I am your tolerologist, Dirty Folks. And I really do appreciate y'all being here today, man. Let's get straight into it. So earlier today, I saw this post on the social medias, right? Tony Snell's rush for an NBA spot. I'm not going to get into the Charles Barkley clip, but Charles Barkley urges NBA teams to enlist Tony Snell, who aims to secure a spot by Friday to meet the requirements for Player Association retiree benefits. Let's think about that for a minute. Tony Snell is begging a team to put him on a roster so he can get health insurance. That's what we are with it, right? Now, with all that being said, Tony Snell was in the league for 9 years. He needed 1 year of more tenure in order to get the 10 years he needed for the ultimate health insurance package. Obama 2.0, right? Obama 2.0. Unfortunately for Tony, he had to have a slot by Friday. Today is Sunday. He did not get a slot, so it didn't work out for him. But it's not about the post. It's about the comments. It's always about the comments, baby. Let's check out these comments. It says, somebody says, I recall reading that he's autistic. He and his sons are autistic. He has 2 autistic sons, and he was just tested for autism. So it's just 3 retarded niggas in the crib. It is what it is. People giving him shout outs. 2K legend Tony Snell. A lot of people are on Tony's side. They're like, yo, well, we want our employer to hire us for another 6 months so we can get that, basically get that gold watch, that retirement, the full pension. Like, this is what any employee would want from their employer. And I get that. The more that I read and heard people say, yo, this thread is inconsiderate, everybody heartless, why don't nobody want Tony Snell on their team? People talking about it, yo, if Giannis can get his brother a slot, there should be a slot for Tony. People have all these heartfelt things that they can do nothing about. They're not in a position to hire Tony. Even Charles Barkley's not in a position to hire Tony Snell. With all of this, with all of these well-wishers talking about how other people who have to run a business should do charity, like Tony Snell belong in the WNBA or something. You know what I mean? Like he a WNBA bitch. Like he just supposed to play basketball for charity. As I scrolled down on this post, I started seeing my biggest worry, my biggest fear. started saying stuff like, all right, we're gonna skip past all the people that say he should be on the Bucks because Giannis' brother can't play. Now this one's foul. I'm gonna read this one to you guys because this is the opposite of what I believe, but we're gonna read it. I don't care how. Wait, I don't know this dude. Wait, I don't know what Dave's voice would be like, but I'm gonna give Dave a voice.
I don't care how much money he made. I don't care if he spent all his money. All I care about is he still good enough to be on the team, and is he willing to play at the veteran minimum? A lot of time, these vets want as much money for the role they will play on a team. If a team can sign a rookie to fill the same role at half the price, what do you think they'll do?
So his argument is Tony Snell deserves a slot above even a rookie that's, playing the G League right now or playing in Europe right now, looking for an opportunity that can give a team, another 3 or 4 years of productivity. If Tony Snell could do the job for the next 4 months, because that's all that's left, right? All-Star game in 2 weeks. That's the middle of the season. Playoffs start in May. So 3 months. If somebody can give Tony Snell a slot for the next 3 months, he should get it. Okay, cool. Then a lot of liberal shit. A lot of Mark Cuban should give him a job. The Bulls should pick him up. Milwaukee should get rid of Giannis' brother. All that shit. Adam Silver should just give it to him. It's a lot of that. A couple of dissenters talking about he earned more than $50 million in his career. How was he broke? Same thing we said about Joe Smith. We're gonna get into Joe Smith in a minute too. Then I saw this one. William Sams. Yeah, his wife's TikTok shopping sprees don't help. Good luck to him though. I said to myself, yo, what TikTok? Because you don't hear about Tony Snell's wife. Because number one, who gives a fuck about Tony Snell? He hasn't been a starter in 8 years. If he played in the league 9 years, I think he had 1 year when he got drafted by the Bulls during the D Rose era. Like 1 year when D Rose knee went out, ankle went out or something like that. Tony Snell might have started a couple of games for the Bulls when they were depleted, but he's not that guy. Like, why would he know who his wife is, right? It's not like he married Lala Anthony from MTV, bro. But it made me look, cause you know me, bro. My whole thing is I have a very vested interest as a heterosexual man to not only know how men succeed, but how men fail. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all. He felt the same way every nigga failed, bro. It wasn't even like nothing major, bro. It wasn't even nothing major. Let's get into it, man. I saw this, and this guy kind of explained it all in 1 minute. I'm gonna let him rock. I'm not even gonna interrupt him. I want to give credit to what's his name? To Sheffield Shuffler for the TikTok content. Shout out to Sheffield Chuckler, whoever you are, bro. And he did a great job telling the Tony Snell tale in 1 minute and 6 seconds. Let's go.
This is why it's really hard for me to feel bad for Tony Snell. He played in the NBA for 9 years, okay? He's made over $50 million. He needs to get signed for a 10th year. He needs to get signed today so he can get lifetime benefits for his family. He's got 2 kids who are autistic. He's on the spectrum as well. I'm all for that. Sign him, give him his benefits. Healthcare is messed up. I understand that. I want you to take care of your kids. But your wife is making it really hard for us to feel bad. This is Tony's wife, Ashley. She's on a jet with 12 Birkin bags. I don't know how much a Birkin bag is, but I had a cup of coffee today from yesterday in the pot because I didn't want to waste it. Here she is on a helicopter ride doing photo shoots in Aruba for her clothing brand. And that's great. But when you flaunt this in our face and then you want us to feel bad for you, average people who drink day-old coffee, not going to happen. I refuse.
That man said a lot in a very short period of time, man. There's a few things that I got from that, right? Number one, black people love minstrels. But minstrels are not intelligent people. They just not. Y'all follow black women are dumb. Black women are just fucking dumb. Y'all follow people that bounce a ball or catch a ball or make a rap song. Them motherfuckers dumb. But just because they have money, you want them to be your leaders. You don't actually follow the leaders, people who are captains of industry, people who have jobs with payrolls with anywhere between 10 to 1,000 people that know how to manage human beings and give men an opportunity to feed their families. Y'all don't follow them. Y'all follow fucking minstrels. And bitches who are minstrels. Because Tyler's like to act up. And one of the biggest things that I know about athletes, me being a person that went to high school, been to college, I was smart, but I looked really young. When I was in my 20s, nigga, I looked like I was 15. No cap. Because I can't grow no mustache, man. I always want, no beard. I always wanted a beard. I can't grow no beard. So when I was like 22, 23, nigga, I looked 15, 16. So people used to hire me to fly around the country to do the SATs for athletes who couldn't pass the SAT to go to college, right? They was just dumb. They could hoop. They could shoot from 26. You know what I mean? They 55% from 26 feet, but they can't read or count or know anything about history. So you get these dumb jocks, which is a thing, by the way. That's a thing way before us, like way before our parents and our parents' parents. They were called dumb jocks for a reason. They get these dumb jocks and give them a bunch of money. Niggas with no conversation. Niggas from single mother homes with bad haircuts. The only thing they had going for them is they got a little bit of height on them and learn how to box out or catch a ball or block a tackler. And they give them all this money and these bitches, first thing they want to do is get a girl. Now, I'm not against getting a girl. Don't get it twisted. But the first thing you want to do is get a girl. But when you don't have personality, you have to exchange personality with money, right? So now they doing this extravagant shit for bitches dumber than them, right? Or maybe smarter than them. I don't know. But cute. Cute girls. And they blowing their fortunes on goofy bitches. When I saw the post and then I saw that TikTok, it made me want to look more into Tony Snell, right? Tony Snell is a pretty good guy. He has a low budget. Like, he don't need much to be alright. I mean, look at the picture of Tony, bro. Like, no cap. This nigga Tony does not look like he gets haircuts, bro. Like, he don't look like a nigga that spent a lot of bread on himself, bro. He got shoes that's sponsored from the Athletic, you know what I'm saying, from Nike. Like, he don't have no haircut. He don't shave. He don't shit. I ain't never seen, like I said, he was drafted by the Bulls. I'm in Chicago. I was a D Rose fan like everybody else. He was on the team with D Rose. Nigga never looked like he washed up. Nigga, ever in his life, bro, never looked like he washed up. He doesn't spend a lot of money on himself. He spent most of his money trying to impress goofy bitches like Travel One, right? So, and she's a pretty girl. I ain't shooting no shot at her. She a pretty girl. So, this is what I learned. So, this ain't even a good one. This is the good one. Let's start with this one. NBA player and his wife open a Winter Park boutique. More to come. Tony Snell and his wife, seen here. Once again, Tony Snell is not some bastion of fashion. He is not a nigga that spent a lot of bread. He might be a gym shoe head, but nigga, you a millionaire. You can afford a bunch of Nike Air Ones. Everything that Tony Snell did or does to this day is to make his wife happy. There is no millionaire man, I don't give a fuck who you are, there's no millionaire man, not heterosexual, that decides that their life goal is going to be to open up boutiques. It just doesn't happen, my nigga. It just don't happen. So even this boutique idea is Tony's wife's idea. So this says NBA player and wife plan to open a Winter Park boutique. More to come. Right? So they're supposed to be hustling on their grind, right? The first thing that I saw in here was the store will host social media influencer events. Social media influencer events. Show y'all something else. No, I took the other one off. This one right here. Have lunch with NBA superstar Tony Snell and basketball wives personality Ashley Shipp. All she wants to be is to monetize his name and his fame for her fortune. She don't give a fuck about her kids. She don't give a fuck about Tony. Tony love her. Tony love his kids. She don't give a fuck about neither one. Everything she does is to maximize her own profile. She's a selfish, self-centered, horrible person. Because she black and all black women are horrible. Look at Trouble One. I mean, you know. So, one of the things that they're doing is they started a bunch of businesses in Florida. Because Florida doesn't have state tax, right? Tony Snell has never played in Florida. Tony Snell is not from Florida. But Tony Snell decided to start businesses in Florida because his wife wanted to be Miami. And I don't even think they thought about the tax thing. His wife wanted to be in Miami. She wanted to be a social influencer in Miami. She had a choice between LA and Miami, and she chose Miami. And he spends all his money, or she spends all this money, to be popular and hope she get a couple of dollars, which she is not. Right? Which she is not. Now, think about that. We've covered this before. We've done video about Doug Christie. I may pull that clip back up. About how Doug Christie lost his opportunity to play in the NBA because nobody liked his wife. So they wouldn't re-sign him. We've heard shows about Miko Grimes. Her husband used to play for the Carolina Panthers. No team would pick him up because his wife was despicable. He was married to a Travel One type bitch. So he got pushed out the league because nobody wanted to deal with his woman. It happens all the time, right? Anytime you're around a black woman, you may lose your life or your fortune. They're just horrible people. So I want to remind you guys the title of the show, right? The title of the show, today's show was the hashtag Zero Theory. For those who don't remember, let me explain to you what Zero Theory is. If you have negative 5 cents, right? Like you owe 5 cents to the game. Like you fucked up. You fresh off of parole, fresh out of jail, need somewhere to go to house arrest at, or you just lost your job and your grandma kicked you out. You know what I'm saying? Get you a black woman, bro. Black women are for bum ass niggas. That's what black women are for. Black women are starter pussy for niggas that's hard off in life. If you are in debt and homeless and don't have a car and you got a house arrest bracelet on and you need somewhere to do house arrest because your mama or your grandma live in the projects and you can't do house arrest in public public assistant homes anymore, get you a black woman. She'll give you 20 cents, right? You was down 5 cents, she'll give you 20 cents. Now you up 15 cents. Cause that's how she tries to buy your loyalty so she can get you killed later. Cause you know these fight promoters, they only good for putting you in a jam that they started, but you ain't no man if you don't die or go to jail for them. She really paying you for your life. 20 cents is a very cheap life, right? Cause you down in your luck. But eventually, I don't even know who BG. Who the fuck is BG, bro? Anyway, but eventually, right, because you're a man and because you're finally stable, and she offered you the opportunity for that stability. So you can't downtrodden that, right? That she gave you an opportunity to have a place to get your mail at, right? An address to get your mail at. And you start getting on your feet and you start moving weight or getting a job or hustling here and there and collecting cans, whatever you do, brothers. And you take that 15 cents you had over and you grind and you grind and you grind and you get up to 80 cents. And you tell her, shorty, we ain't gotta live in this fucking soup can that you moved me into. Shorty, we can move into a bigger soup can. And maybe we can get married or some shit like that. Or she missed her period. You're gonna be a daddy, and you thinking, yo, we gonna be a family, cause she was there when I ain't had nothing. When I ain't had nothing, she was there. You like, yo, she was there when I was shooting in the gym, nigga. You gotta remember that's not gonna work cause she black.
My congeniality is fucked. I have no sensors and I need to be stopped.
So when you get to the zero theory, this is how that works. Black women in general, but black women in particular, because you guys are horrible patriarchs and you won't out-5 your women. Black women don't want to see you at 100% because they know they don't deserve a good man. That's why they scoot you up when you old 5 cents to the game. They never want to see you make $1 because then you will be a complete man. If they wanted a complete man, they would have dated a complete man. They needed a nothing ass nigga. And if you ever think you're going to be something, they're going to remind you you a nothing ass nigga. And they're going to bring you back down to zero. That is what they do. You at 80 cents. You 20 cents short of that dollar. All of a sudden, she want a divorce. She going to steal your kids. She going to put you out. You going to have all type of domestic discipline charges on you even though you ain't touch her. Goddamn it, man. If you was using her car, goddamn it, she gonna take it back. If you bought your own car, she gonna put sugar in your tank. She gonna kick you. Gonna be back in grandma's basement. She may go to your job and get you fired. You better not hustle, cause she gonna take your work to the police station and give them your name. Cause they never want to see you have shit, ever. Do you know how many men were great men who had great jobs, great professions? And dealt with a black bitch, and now they cut hair, my nigga. Go talk to your barber, nigga. Go talk to your local barber shop and go talk to your barber, bro. Ask him what he was before he cut hair just so he didn't have to pay taxes on it because he got tired of his check getting garnished because of a goofy bitch. Why she telling this kid that daddy ain't got shit? You know what I'm saying? Goddamn it, man, we can do bad by ourselves. She the reason that nigga bad. These are horrible at being human beings. Human beings, right? So off that same auspice of zero theory, we get the Tony Snells of the world. The niggas who ain't had shit, the ones who didn't have a girl when they were shooting in the gym, who got a couple of dollars, and we gonna go through it. We're gonna go through the Zion Williamsons. We're gonna go through the Joe Smiths. We're gonna go through all these niggas who get a couple of dollars, but they really dumb. And they're about to lose it all. Some of them have already lost it all. Others are on the cusp of losing it all. Right? But before we go into that, today's show is sponsored by what? No show organic, nigga. Support the brand.
Dirty folks. Dirty folks. Dirty folks. Know your soul. Know your soul.
All right, so when I saw that, once again, you know, the first person I thought of course, was Joe Smith because it was so recent. But I looked up a list, and I went through this list brick by brick. And I'm going to prove to you guys that 90% of the time, the reason that great men go broke is because of a goofy bitch, bro. Because I want you guys to understand anything more than 2 tacos is too much. Don't listen to these people talking about it ain't tricking if you got it. Because you ain't got it for a bitch. Because bitches are insatiable. There is no time in which you can give a girl anything and she doesn't want it all. They want 100% of you. They're vampires. With guys, 80%, we great. Like, I got 80% of what I want. I forgot the other 20. Bitches want 100%, which means you need 0. You can have a 0% of your shit. They want it all. If you ask a girl to describe the perfect man, they will describe a slave. I guarantee you that shit. So I looked at this list, right? And we're gonna go through the motion, right? By the way, man, support the channel, bro. Support the channel, man. We're gonna get into it, man. We're gonna get into it. Support the channel.
Hey, baby. How much do you need?
Not much. Just enough for a new wig and a BBL.
Can dirty folks get some cash apps too, please, kind sir?
I don't know what else ain't lined up. But check this out. Famous athletes who are going broke. There's a lot of these lists, bro. You'll never run out of lists of famous athletes that went broke. Mike Vick, I'm sliding past Mike Vick because Mike Vick got his money back. Right? He got his money back. He lost the bread. He got caught in dog fighting. Then he left from Atlanta and went to Philly. They gave him another $100 million. And he back on his feet. So I'm not going to go there. But he did lose the initial $100 million because he got robbed by his wife and his mistress. So there's that. But we're not going to go there because he got his money back. Johnny Unitas, that's before our time. They weren't documented. Tony Gwynn, Mr. Padre, was a 15-time All-Star hitter for the San Diego Padres from 1982 to 2001, with 7 Silver Slugger Awards and 5 Golden Gloves. Gwynn is considered one of the best hitters in the history of baseball. Unfortunately, Gwynn was forced to file for bankruptcy in 1987 after his lawyer, Lou Muller, took out multiple bank and car loans in Gwynn's name, and then failed to make payments. At the time, Gwynn owned nearly $50,000 in back taxes in the IRS and well over $1 million in various other liabilities. In 2018, 4 years after Gwynn's death from cancer, the former San Diego mansion went into foreclosure. So, the Tony Gwynn story is the Tony Gwynn story is very similar to the Mr. Fundamentals. What's my man name, bro? That played for San Antonio, man. The best power forward of all time, man. Anyway, they got a very similar story of the people that they trusted spent their money on their behalf, right? Tim Duncan. However, that's not the end of the story. Because for Tony Gwynn, just like Tim Duncan, just like Kevin Garnett, right? Kevin Garnett went through something very similar, that his money advisor took a large chunk of his money. It happens. It happens, guys. I don't want to say that deleterious things don't happen during the course of business. But that's not what broke them. That's not what broke Tim Duncan. That's not what broke Tony Gwynn. That's not what broke Kevin Garnett. Don't get it twisted. They lost a lot of money. But who finished them off? They goddamn women, bro. So, what happened with Tony Gwynn is he lost a lot of money, but baseball don't have a salary cap. Are you telling me that Tony Gwynn, Mr. Padre, Mr. 5-time Golden Glove, Mr. 9-time Slugger of the Year, Mr. San Diego, San Francisco, San Diego, endorsement money? This motherfucker do a car commercial for $500,000 to get that money back. That's not what broke Tony Gwynn. What broke Tony Gwynn was he decided to get married.
My congeniality is fucked. I have no sensors and I need to be stopped.
So Tony Gwynn married a woman, and I'm not gonna front. In her day, she was cute. Since then, she got a doctorate because, you know, bitches love having degrees and shit. But she wasn't a doctor at the time. Her name is Alicia Lorraine Gwynn. Now, this is the thing about Alicia. Let's go here first. We're going to come back to the other one. No. We're going to start here, apparently. So, Alicia Gwynn, wife of baseball great Tony Gwynn, decided that she wanted to live an extravagant life, right? So, when you start looking at Tony's thing, when he started saying certain things like 2018, 4 years after Gwynn's death from cancer, his mansion went into foreclosure. How does your mansion go into foreclosure, right? Right? Think about that. You got a couple of dollars. They stole a couple of dollars, but you missed the San Diego. You can make that money back on McDonald's commercials. You missed the San Diego. Think about that, guys. Think about that Peyton Manning is still doing commercials. He just got his little brother on, bro. Now Peyton and his brother doing commercials, right? Think about how long Shaq has been doing commercials. Think about Charles Barkley still got commercials. Some of your favorite. I just saw Selena Williams. What's her name? Is it Selena? I think her name's Selena. Anyway, the Williams sisters, the tennis girls. I just saw her in a commercial 2 weeks ago where she was just in all white, wearing a white tennis dress, just doing shit, banks and all type of shit. He was on that echelon. He was one of the greats. Telling me he couldn't do a commercial and get about that jam. You telling me he couldn't find an agent to get him a Nike slot or a Coca-Cola commercial? Come on, man, quit playing, bro. Anyway, so they got married. She lost the crib, right? She lost the crib because girls don't know how to count. So, you know, she ain't know how to pay bills because, you know, girls can't count, right? Then they started losing everything else, right? Yeah, Serena Williams, you're right. Shout out to you, broke genius. Then I don't know when she got her doctorate. I'm not going to say she got her degree after he died or if she had it before. I'm not. But I'm telling you, they all want a degree. So, what did she do? After she blow all the bread and lose the cribs and lose the cars, what did she do? She becomes a goddamn rapper, nigga. You can't make this shit up, bro. You cannot make this shit up, bro. She is a doctorate. Dr. Alicia Lorraine, am I making this up? Y'all see this, right? Dr. Alicia Lorraine, she's a doctor. What does she do? Drop an album. Why? Because attention, right? All toddlers need attention, right? April 5th, 2019, Alicia Lorraine Gwynn, Dr. Alicia Lorraine Gwynn, is launching a music career with a newly released album, Energy on 10, right? She waited until she turned 45 years old to drop an album. Okay, cool. What else is she doing with Tony's name? Because she never went back to her maiden name. You notice when they steal your kids, they don't give your kids your name, but when they marry a good nigga like Tina Turner, whoever the fuck, they never gave that nigga his name back. Fucking, they steal everything, nigga, even your name, bro. They steal every fucking thing. He said thigh rappers. That's hilarious. I think she got her Erica Badu flow on. I think she on some Juice and Berry shit. She look like a Juice and Berry type of chick. If I had to guess, I would think she on a Juice and Berry flow. That's her. That's her at 45. She looked like somebody auntie. But I can show you all pictures of her in her 20s when she was with Tony. She was cute. You know, life happens. Life happens, bro. Everybody had a day. She had a day. We looking at her today. We judging her for today, but she had a day, bro. And her day, I see why Tony married her. You know what I mean? Anyway. Now, with that being said, Dr. Gwen also owns several businesses. Right? Of the businesses, her main business is Gwindustries. I think that's a slick ass name. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Gwindustries is her primary business, right? Let me see if I can make this bigger. That's a slick name. But part of Gwindustries is a business dedicated to celebrating the incredible life of Tony Gwynn by continually to share his passions with the world. Look around and discover the great ways that Hall of Famer continues to have an impact on our lives. Gwindustries is the parent company of Gwyn Sport, Gwyn Foods, the Tony and Alicia Gwynn Foundation, and Camp 19. If I had to guess, what number do you think Tony Gwynn wore his career, nigga? So at this point, Alicia Gwynn, Dr. Alicia Gwynn, who apparently it has to be a psychologist, psychiatrist, something like that. You know, she don't do medicine. She can't really do her field, right? Because part of being a psychiatrist is listening to people's problems and having an answer. Girls don't know shit. So all she's doing is maximizing her dead husband's name. Because after she destroyed his opportunity to get that endorsement money for all the slick shit she was doing while he was living, it wasn't until he caught cancer and got back into the public sphere's sympathy that his name became valuable again. And all the fuck she's doing is milking the fuck out of his name. So, I need y'all to understand this though. Gwindustries is, let's go down here. Industry, Spectator Sports, company size, 2 to 10 employees. That means Tony Gwynn's wife and his child, right? Cause you know, ever notice when women start businesses, they never have employees, my nigga? Women never have employees when they start a business. They just get a tax ID number and be like, I'm in business. Bitches never know how to feed other people. They're selfish bitches. They never have employees, bro. Ever, nigga. They just get a license and be like, I'm a hairstylist. I own a hair salon. They don't never have employees. Even when they own a hair salon, them other bitches ain't their employees. These bitches selling chairs. All of the bitches in there is independent contractors. Girls are horrible at dealing with other people. Go talk to your girlfriend right now. They'll tell you, like, oh man, I hate working for female managers. I wish I had a male manager. Bitches can't lead shit. They can't lead a horse to water. They can't lead a baby to a titty. If survival didn't dictate that a baby come out the pussy wanting to suck a titty, the babies would starve, bro. A bitch can't lead a baby to a tit. These bitches don't know how to do shit right. They live off the benevolence of men. Anyway, tight, privately held, which means, she just did a tax ID number. And her specialty is merchandising. Guess what she merchandises? Tony Gwynn apparel. Catering, because, why not? And shout out to her for knowing how to cook, though. Shout out to that, though. So few black. Well, she is about 45. She might be 50. So, shit. Tony Gwynn was hot in the 1980s. She probably is in her 50s. Because ain't no girl under 40 know how to cook. So, they ain't going to be caterers. Non-profit and baseball. It's always non-profit shit. Black women live off of foundation money. If a motherfucker ain't donating some shit, they don't know how to do shit. So, I need y'all to understand this, though. So, Gwynn Industries is the parent company of Gwynn Sport and Gwynn Foods. Let's check these out, right? We ain't got shows to do. It's a show. Let me show y'all. I could tell y'all, but let me show y'all. Let's search for Gwynn Sport. Let's go to Gwynn Sport. Gwynn Sport. A wife pimping the legacy of Tony Gwynn. Because everything women have come from men's accomplishment. Women don't really know how to do shit. She is still trying to get the money that she took from him when they was married. Now that he dead, she still want him to pay off his legacy. Now, don't get it twisted. Once again, Tony Gwynn, great player. Don't even have a problem with his wife pimping him out. This ain't even really about Dr. Gwynn. This is about a pattern. We're talking about patterns of how men go broke and how women benefit off men going broke. She don't really have that much apparel, though. I guess because she can't sell the official apparel because she's not part of the NBA, Major League Baseball. They're just making shit. Couple t-shirts. All right. Another tax ID number, though. She must have killed them off the PPP loans. She got hella tax ID numbers. Let's try Gwynn Food. Tony Gwynn had a grocery store. Let's see what Gwynn Food is. What the fuck? It's always black girl magic. And a little slave. Little boy in the middle. He gonna be the slave. That might be a little girl with a mohawk. Because all I see is girls here. I'd be shocked now that I think about it. Is that a little boy? A bunch of slave masters? That's crazy. Home of Tony Gwynn. Book a tour for what? Hey, I ain't gonna front though. The food look good though. I ain't gonna lie. Food look good. Food look delicious. I ain't gonna front. Food is love. The food look like it got love in it. I ain't gonna knock the food. But what the fuck I need to book a tour for? Or stay connected. I mean, if you're gonna cook. All these goddamn slave nigga wenches, man, running rapid on Tony Gwynn's name. Tony Gwynn was never known to be a cook. So how the fuck is home of Tony Gwynn 3M? That's crazy how she using that man's name so she can whip up some food, man. That's crazy. All right. That's just Tony Gwynn. We going through the list. Let me go back to the list, right? I just want to make an example. Next person on the list, Warren Sapp. Warren Sapp, former NFL defensive tackle. Even after his playing career let's stop right here. Sapp racked up more than $75 million in contract earnings, right? $75 million. Even after his playing career ended, Sapp was reportedly making $45,000 a month as an NFL network analyst. But in 2012, he filed for bankruptcy, citing 6.7 million in outstanding debt. While it's not clear exactly how Sapp lost all his money, it seems to come down to reckless spending on strange and extravagant items. His $4.1 million mansion was filled with things like a $1,300 lion skin rug, $6,000 worth of Jordan sneakers, and a pair of Muhammad Ali's boxing gloves, and more. After the assets was liquidated in the bankruptcy, it was discovered they were only worth 6.45 million, not enough to pay his $6.7 million in debt. So, out of $75 million, and you gotta understand that Warren Sapp played football in Florida. Florida does not have state tax, right? Florida don't have state tax. Damn. So if he made $75 million in Florida, he took the whole $75 million home. It ain't even like LA where they got a 51% state tax. It's 0% in Florida. So he got all this money. Now he had to pay taxes out of his own pocket, but that's an accounting thing. He got his whole check. So to owe money to the game, and everybody said they don't know where his money went. Where do you think his money went, chat? Where do you think a fat boy who can't dress? Once again, he a sneakerhead. You ain't buying $75 million worth of Jordans. He just a sneakerhead. It's a lot of people that sneakerheads. I got all my niggas sneakerheads. One of my guys, he got a second bedroom. Ain't nothing there but Jordans and Air Force Ones. He a sneakerhead. Still pay all his bills. Got an investment property. Just bought another truck. Buying sneakers. This nigga says steak dinners. Hey, that's kind of funny, by the way. Because Warren Sapp do like, but even with steak dinners, man, $75 million worth of steak. That's a lot. However, I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. I can see steak dinners, man. Speaking of steak. Oh, no, man. I made jerk chicken. Shout out to jerk chicken. I was looking for the interviews, but I ended up going out and about because I was making jerk chicken. Warren Sapp has all these interviews with Deion Sanders, among other people, where he talks about how he used to floss, how he be in Miami and they just be dropping 150,000 in the strip club and blah blah blah. Warren Sapp with broke on untrade toddlers. You goddamn right, XL. He done paid a lot of girls tuition. There was a lot of girls on the poll talking about they only stripping for tuition. He done paid a lot of tuitions. You understand me? That's how he lost his bread. Who else on this list? It's not just a black thing, white boys too. Lenny Dykstra, I guess it is, a former New York Mets center fielder known as Nails, played from 1985 to 1996, ending his career in Philly. He was a three-time All-Star and won the World Series in 1986 with the Mets. He lost his money. Damn, he went down hard. Shit, 86. Oh, he was on that cocaine, y'all. He was on that cocaine. He was out here. Yeah, he was out here getting high with Daryl Strawberry. They was smoking crack together. This motherfucker got charged with bankruptcy fraud, grand theft auto, drug possession, and indecent exposure. This nigga was running down the street naked, nigga. Oh my god, oh my god. This motherfucker, he was fucked up in the game. Hey, look. I will say this: we can't blame Lenny's downfall on top. Well, we can, but we not. Lenny was just on. Yeah, thank you, bro. This motherfucker was on that hard white. He was on that white girl, nigga. Doing white girl with the white girls, nigga. Like, I can't even blame Tyler for him. He was just fucked up, bro. But in the 80s, bro, everybody was on cocaine, man. That's what made the sport so beautiful, bro. Motherfuckers get high and they steal all type of bases, bro. Steal all type of bases. Man, shout out to XL. Shout out to XL Pro Services for the $5 cash out, man. Gratitude, sir, man. I appreciate that, man. Gotta find some taco music. You know, I had the Mace on here at first, but I was getting flagged by YouTube. Mace won't let me use this shit. I gotta find a good taco song to put on this. But shout out to XL Pro, man. Gratitude, sir. That ain't what I meant. That ain't what. There you go. Anyway, I'm gonna pass this one up too. I'll show y'all though. Lawrence Taylor. Lawrence Taylor was doing cocaine. He was sleeping with young girls. He was sleeping with prostitutes. He was sleeping with married women. Lawrence Taylor was reckless as shit, my nigga. Like, I can't even blame toddlers for Lawrence Taylor. Lawrence Taylor was just a motherfucker. He was one of the best football players to ever live. He changed the game. Lawrence Taylor changed the game of football forever. However, that nigga stayed high, nigga. Lawrence Taylor one of the most famous pass rushers in NFL history. Blah blah blah. He always dodged trouble off the field. Boom. Bunch of failed drug tests. He doing property damage. He smoking crack cocaine. Got locked up by undercover. Sexually assaulted 16-year-old girls. Like, yo, then got him, his spending habits was reckless. He was spending $1,000 a day in escort services and cocaine, nigga. $1,000 a day on cocaine and strippers, nigga. That is crazy. That is crazy, dog. In 1980s money, $1,000 in 1980s, in 1981, 1984. He got drafted in 81. 1984, $1,000 in 1984 is like $7,000 now. Can you imagine spending $7,000 a day on drugs and strippers, nigga? I can't blame. It's not like he fell in love with a hood rat and got married and she took half. No, this nigga was reckless. I cannot blame toddlers on Lawrence Taylor. Lawrence is a GOAT. He is one of the greats. But God damn, this motherfucker needed adult supervision too, my nigga. Lawrence Taylor needed adult supervision. This nigga is just a huge ass toddler, man. God damn. He was a beast. That motherfucker can't count. Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman earned 27. That's it? That's it? The fuck? Who was his agent, bro? Dennis Rodman should be shooting up the NBA fucking NBA PA, bro. Dennis Rodman won 5 NBA titles and took home $27 million, bro. He played for two dynasty teams, bro. The Pistons and the Bulls. And then he played in that interim with David Robinson down in San Antonio. Bro, how do you leave? Can y'all see this? How do you leave the NBA after 11 years? Something like that? He played for Detroit 84, 85. And then he played with the Bulls to 98. So that's 13 years right there. Then he went to the Lakers for a minute when Phil Jackson went to the Lakers with Shaq them. Him and Ron Harper. 20 years maybe? 19 or 20 years? 19, 20 years in the pros, bro. $27 million. You the rebound king. Huh? That's crazy. Talking about Dennis didn't ask for shit. That nigga asked for minimum wage. What the fuck? This shit don't even make no sense. Anyway, I'm sorry, that kind of fucked me up. You would have thought Dennis Rodman earned way more than $27 million, bro. Yo, bro, Genius said he was on everything you said. Snow and bunnies. Yeah, he was. Hey, pills. He was fucking men. Dennis Rodman was a wild boy. Once again, I can't really blame toddlers for Dennis Rodman either. I can't put that on toddlers, man. They were part of the show, but they were not the main event. Dennis Rodman was fucked up. But that nigga married Carmen Electra, bro. He married Carmen Electra. I don't even want to blame Carmen Electra, right? Right here it says, according to ABC News, Rodman had a serious drinking problem in 2012 that led him to filing court papers saying he could not afford to pay child support. At that time, he owed his ex-wife over $800,000 in back child support and was previously ordered to pay her $50,000 a month. $50,000 a month and you only making X amount. But I can't even blame toddlers though. Like I can blame, cause here's the thing. Cause I'm a fair man. Like my hate for these hoes is righteous, but I'm still a fair man, right? If Dennis Rodman couldn't afford $50,000 in child support a month, which apparently he didn't, cause he ain't paid, he spent that money somewhere on more cocaine and strippers. We talking about the nigga that married himself, married Carmen Electra, married a nigga, a motherfucker that did drag shows and like Dennis Rodman was a motherfucker, man. Even now that nigga like 60, just going to North Korea playing basketball with fucking Kim Jong Il. Like this motherfucker be doing some incredible shit. I can't blame like Dennis Rodman just don't understand how money works. That's why he didn't get paid what he was worth, and that's why he spent more than he earned. Like he can't count. That's because his mama was black and kicked him out the house. He had to be raised by a white people who just found him on the corner and took him in. He never felt love. Like black women fucked him up early. They fucked him up early, and then he got to the Pistons. All the Pistons fucked his wife. That white girl he married at first, goddamn it, motherfucking Vinny the Microwave Johnson fucked his wife. And then I heard Joe Dumas fucked her too. Like they was running trains on his wife and all type of shit because he married a hoe that he got to pay $50,000 a month to. But that was poor judgment. But if it would have stopped right there, I'd be like, yo, these toddlers fucked his life up. But then he just went wild, bro. Like I can't even, bro. Dennis Rodman too fucked up for me to blame. Do you know how fucked up you got to be as a guy for me, lead misogynist, pro man dude, to be like, nah, son, you got to take that L, my nigga. Like, Dennis Rodman is too far gone for me to be like, yo, these bitches fucked him up. Like, he fucked himself up. I can't hear from, bro. Like, Dennis Rodman, a motherfucker. But, and I'm gonna say this again, and this go back to Tony Gwynn. Dennis Rodman will always be straight because his name is good. How does Tony Gwynn accomplish so much and be Mr. Padres and never leave San Diego and can't earn a funky ass 500? It ain't funky to us because we ain't got 500,000, but a funky ass $500,000 for a 3-time whatever. Did he ever win a world championship? I know he was a 5-time Golden Glove, 9-time leading hitter. Like Tony Gwynn should have dyed his hair blonde or some shit because he fucked up his fame. I don't know. Dennis Rodman, he good though. Terrell Owens has fucked up his life for white women ever since he was in San Francisco. Ever since he got drafted by San Francisco, he has been fucking his life up over white women and ego of black men. He moves like a nigga raised by a black mom. Everything about him is envying other black men and trying to be with white women and then yelling racism when white people don't like him. So I'm not going to address Terrell Owens because whatever the fuck he lost, he probably deserved that shit. And he's phenomenal, bro. He was one good attitude away from replacing Jerry Rice on the GOAT list. But, he ain't have it, so he ain't got it. Bro, genius. Really, bro? He said you can't leave Scottie Pippen out. Look, bro. How they got Mike Vick on the list twice? Did we already see Mike Vick? Hold on. Oh, this had a picture of Mike Vick. They ain't talk about Mike Vick. All right. About to say, didn't we ever see Mike Vick? I don't know if Scottie Pippen on the list, bro. I don't know if he is. You know, I'm gonna talk about it. I haven't looked at the list, bro. I told y'all I had to go jerk my chicken. Pause. So I didn't get to do a in depth on everybody. Um, you know who else should be on this list? I'm gonna come back to Mike Vick. I said I wasn't gonna talk about Mike Vick because Mike got the money back. Woo! I want to talk about Mike Tyson. Before I do though, remember Joe Smith? Remember what Joe Girl did?
And you have to just, work that out.
You're not gonna get in trouble doing this. I thought you was gonna send another body rub.
Oh,
babe.
no. He gets the body rub, babe.
Thank you.
She said she's the expert. I couldn't put nobody else's hands on this but me.
Oh, thank you. Oh man. You sure it's not going? We're not here to get in trouble.
No, we're not gonna get in trouble.
All right.
We're good. I'm good.
Disrespectful ass married black women, bro. I swear to God. All right. Hold on, man. Y'all can drop them names in the chat, bro. Okay. I don't know if Scottie Pippen on the list, man, but let's address this because I'm going on somebody else's list, man. Y'all list is just as good as they list. I don't know them people. The Scottie Pippen thing. Scottie did two things wrong, right? Scottie did two things wrong. Number one, Scottie had a poverty mindset. Pause. That's not exactly right. Scottie had a scarcity mindset. Scottie believed that he didn't get it today, it won't be available tomorrow. Even when people telling Scottie like, nah, B, it's gonna be here tomorrow. You ain't gotta eat it all, man. You can eat leftovers. Scottie didn't believe in himself. He didn't believe in his skills and talents. He didn't believe in the ownership. He didn't believe in Mike. So Scottie took a third of what he could have gotten with the Bulls in order to stay because he wanted to take care of his family. So it's a two-parter, right? Because Scottie is broke. But it's a two-parter. Scottie has both conditions. He has the Stockholm syndrome of being a son husband, right? So he feels like it's his responsibility to take care of his entire family. So he had that going on. That by itself could break you, right? Your mother treating you like it's your job to take care of her because you came out of pussy. Bitch, I didn't come in your pussy. Whoever came in your pussy to take care of you, not what came out your pussy. But part of slavery is making you worship your mother. So the Stockholm syndrome was there. So he had that going on. And then he had Larsa going on, right? So the Larsa Pippen thing hurt him too, right? Because Larsa's out for the kill, nigga. Larsa doing that thing. So Scottie went broke over two women, his mother and his ex-wife, right? In Mace's voice, sucker for love. Sucker for love. Antoine Walker. I got a few people in here with Antoine Walker. Antoine Walker, you can also throw in damn, what's the baby boy? Shit. It was a big ass poster called the Baby Bulls. It was Tyson Chandler and damn, what's his name? He's from Chicago too. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up real quick. Eddie Curry. I could do Eddie Curry and Antoine Walker at the same time. Both of them, they fucked up their careers marrying black women from Chicago. That is it. That's it. We can shut that down right there. They fuck with black women from Chicago, and they love the bitch instead of training the bitch. And Chicago bitches took them down, cause you're supposed to date them like you hate them.
You wrote the ball, nigga. We treat them like we meet them, nigga.
Yeah, date them like we hate them.
Yeah. Date them like we hate them, nigga.
See, we date them like we hate them. See them like we don't need them. Treat them like we beat them. And never give them freedom.
So what ended up happening with them is they lost half of they lost money because they didn't know how to count because they dumb jocks, right? So they lost money to their money managers who stole here and there, right? Scottie Pippen too, but Scottie Pippen earned more money on contracts than Michael Jordan did. Scottie Pippen was really one of the, after he left the Bulls, went to Portland and went to Houston and came back to the Bulls for a big payday. In a short 5-year period, he tripled what he earned his first 7 years in the league. Scottie Pippen earned more money from the NBA than Michael Jordan did. Mike made most of his money on endorsements. That $10 million that Scottie lost, that he could write off or sue or whatever the case may be, send to collections, he lost his money on 2 girls. But Eddie Curry, I'm about to say Tyson Chandler, Eddie Curry and Antoine Walker both got stuck up. Both of them got kidnapped, duct taped because of their baby mama. Both of them got ransom noted because of their baby mama. Both of them had to pay all this money to their baby mama. Both of them tried to take care of their kids, and the bitches waited till the kids was like 17. And since they didn't do it through the court system, they went and filed for back child support, and they ended up owing the rest of their fucking pension and whatever money they had in savings to their baby mama. Tyson Chandler, I keep saying Tyson Chandler, Eddie Curry and Antoine Walker was some Chicago niggas that trust Chicago bitches, and everything went down after that, nigga.
Hell no, to the no, no, no. Yeah.
It's rough out here, man. It's rough out here. There's women, then there's black bitches, then there's Chicago hoes. They 3 different clans. Like sometimes, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I gotta think like, yo, where's the line between Chicago toddlers and just black bitches? And then I think the line is getting blurrier and blurrier because all the most toxic women from Chicago and Detroit and New York and LA are all moving to Atlanta and Jacksonville, Florida, and Houston, Texas. And they just merging with the good girls and turning the good girls bad because these bitches are cancer. They're poisonous people. They just destroy everything they touch. I remember my cousin in Phoenix. He was living a life, living La Vida Loca. Called me irritated one day, was like, yo, cuz, 3 black bitches moved to Mesa. He live in Mesa, not Phoenix. 3 black bitches moved to Mesa. They corrupting all the white and Mexican girls. I say, yo, where them bitches from? He say, Chicago, cuz. I say, oh, man, dog. You gonna have to pack up shop or kill these hoes because they gonna contaminate your whole town, bro. So I can't even tell y'all that. I can tell y'all that New York, Chicago, and Detroit are and to a certain extent LA are the genesis of the most horrible toddlers you ever meet in your life. But now they're just everywhere, bro. They're just everywhere. Roach said they don't leave each other alone. They harass other women because they hustlers. Hey, they something. I don't know if hustlers was the word I was gonna use, but I'm gonna let you be great. They are hustlers, but they ain't the first thought I had. Hustlers wasn't the word I was thinking of. Man, like and sub as y'all come in, man. Like and sub at least, bro. If it's in your heart, donate to the daycare, man. But at least like the stream, bro. Let's help break this algorithm curse. I ain't had 100 people in the chat since I got monetized, man. Let's break this algorithm curse. That remind me, man. We're gonna start the contest. We're supposed to start today, but we'll start tomorrow. Anyway, Mike Tyson, bro. Need I say more? Mike Tyson blew a lot of bread. Blew a lot of bread. He earned a lot of money. He spent a lot of money. He blew a lot of bread. But what killed Mike Tyson's earning power were 2 black women. Tell me I'm lying. What killed Mike Tyson's passion for the sport, ability to concentrate, ability to earn were two black women. Robin Givens and Miss Indiana, the girl who he ate up pussy and she said he raped her. Two black women destroyed Mike. Took away his freedom for 4 years, took away his prime, took away his focus, his passion. Once again, Mike was already bad at money. He was a bad money manager, and he Mike Tyson, so you scared to check him like, yo, Mike, you can't do that shit, because he might. He'll knock your ass out. But at some point, he had the opportunity to get it right. He was around enough successful people, because everybody in New York had a Mike Tyson story. He was hanging around with Supreme and them. He was a nigga from Brownsville. He had a Brownsville hitter crew. You know what I'm saying? Got every man. He had rappers and moguls around him. They could have caught him. He could have turned the corner. But he couldn't because he lost so much earning potential because of Miss Indiana and because of Robin Givens. So I can really, and when I say Robin Givens made him take nice pills. That's what I'm gonna call it, nice pills. I don't know if it was Prozac or Zoloft, whatever the case may be. But he was on medicine to not be aggressive. But he's a professional fucking fighter. His job is to be aggressive. There's a lot of times he got knocked out because he wanted to be happy wife, happy life. Who you talking about, bro, Genius? You talking about Miss Indiana or Robin Gibbons? Because both of them took him to court. It was different courts, but both of them took him to court. One divorce court and one criminal court. So yeah, two women broke Mike. Two women broke Mike. And a third, if you want to count his daughter, but that was so unfortunate that his daughter was running on the treadmill and she didn't tie her shoes and her shoe got caught in the treadmill and next thing you know, somehow it choked out and that was tragic. That could break a man too, losing your child, but initially it was those two hoes. Indiana bitch. Ain't you know what, bro? I was just about to say ain't no good women in Indiana. But Indiana bitch ain't nothing but the Chicago bitch that was trying to get cheaper rent, my nigga. That's all an Indiana bitch is, bro. A bitch from Chicago that wanted cheaper rent. So she went to the next state over. So I can't even. It is what it is. Well, white girls in Indiana cool as shit, my nigga. Shout out to the home of the clan having the coolest white girls. If you ever having a pussy drought and you tired of getting your tire slashed by Keisha or being heard you ain't no real man because you want to do man shit and you won't let her be the man in the relationship, take a trip to Portage, Indiana. You'll come up with a nice white girl. You'll get a nice white girl in Portage. Let's see who else we got on this list. We know how broke Mike. That's it. Sure, so what else I got here? Alright, so I know what I was doing here. So, man, like your son, man, send your heart donate to the daycare. Let's get into I found out what I was looking for with Warren Sapp. Hold on, let me get this up.
Dirty Folks needs your support. Please donate to the daycare fund.
Do you have some change?
Alright, so Warren Sapp. I'm using this as an example because I need you guys to understand. Warren Sapp, for all the money he lost, at one point in time, he was married to Jamiko. I will give Jamiko this credit. I know a girl named Miko, too. Jamika Vaughn. At least she didn't keep the man's last name. That's how you know the hate is pure. Shout out to her for hating that nigga righteously. Don't leave me and keep my name, nigga. Go back to your daddy name, bitch. And she did that. And she still look good for her age. I mean, she ain't cute, but she cute for her age. Um, this back in the day, I guess when it was in the. Anyway, it says, damn, a couple? Oh shit, yeah. Warren Sapp got broke over these hoes, bro. Former Tampa Bay Buccaneers defensive tackle Warren Sapp has been in a couple of marriages in his lifetime, and the most notable one was with Jamaica Vaughn. Sapp married Vaughn in a highly publicized marriage in the late 90s while he was still playing for the Bucs. Vaughn filed for divorce in 2007 after allegedly discovering Warren's repeated infidelity in their marriage. Subsequently, the couple's divorce was granted, ending their 9-year relationship. And they had 2 kids. Oh, shit. And she was 1 year away from super breaking them, because if she would have got 10 years in, she would have got the full alimony. She's still getting alimony, but she would have got the full package if she had 1 more year in, and they got 2 kids in. So Warren Sapp is paying for two failed marriages plus a couple of kids, and that's what broke Warren. Bro, Junior said these titles so disrespectful. They hyphenate your last name. Bro, you know what's so disrespectful to me, bro? You're right. You're 100% right. But you know what's even more disrespectful? When I see men with hyphenated last names. Like, you don't give a fuck about your daddy? Like, I'm my mama and my daddy's child. Nigga, that shit's so disrespectful to me, bro. Why am I getting feedback all of a sudden? Anyway. So yeah, she killed him off the divorce. Now, remember this. I want to show y'all though. Because now I remember why I pulled this up. Let's go back to Warren Sapp real quick. Now remember when they just said it's not clear how Warren Sapp lost all this money, but it comes down to reckless spending, and at the end he sold everything. He liquidated everything for $6.45 million, which still couldn't cover his $6.7 million debt, right? He had to sell his $4.1 million mansion that was filled with all his stuff, right? He had to sell that, right? Now, you go to Miko, right? Miko, what does it say right here? Not much is known. Wait. Let's go up. Jamaica Vaughn is famous. Like, no. They tied to not doing the Pro Bowl celebration, blah, blah, blah. They ain't what I was going with. Here you go, right here. Vaughn's marriage to Sapp ended in 2007, and she moved into a luxurious mansion owned by Sapp, which is situated in Windermere, Florida. She lived there with their 2 children, whom was granted custody after divorce, and a monthly child support of $13,000 a month each. So he's paying roughly $26,000 a month in child support, and she got the mansion. What I am assuming, and I don't know this man, I don't remember the story like that, but I'm assuming he let the mansion foreclose because he ain't want to pay for her to live there. However, they left the house in 2012 after it was auctioned off to finance her former husband's death. Oh, yeah, I told you. Nonetheless, she and her kids remain in Windermere, securing a new apartment instead. Vaughn notably filed a lawsuit against Sapp, saying that he owed her $3.1 million in domestic support obligation. Let me tell y'all something, bro. This goes for Tony Gwynn's ex-wife or widow. This goes for Scottie Pippen's ex-wife Larsa. This goes for Warren Sapp ex-wife. Now I remember why I pulled it up. When I started, and I've had a little more time, I would have showed you more. And all this goes for Joe Smith ex-wife. What did Joe Smith ex-wife do as soon as his money ran out? She got on OnlyFans, and then she became a quote-unquote masseuse, where she busts niggas down and give them happy endings, right? Which is cool, because she was in the game. She was a prong star. She was a frog star already, right? She went back to what she knew, right? This is what I'm saying. None of these women have talent outside of their man. They get these men, these earners, and they spend all this man's money. All while he's in the gym, she's at the mall. Every game he's at, she's shopping. She's indulging in other men. Possibly. I'm not gonna put that on them, but come on, man. They black girls. She is doing whatever it takes to break that man because they hate you, right? They really hate you. It's really zero theory. They really hate themselves and hate you, hate your success, and want you to have nothing just so they can leave and say they can do bad by themselves with your shit. They're not helpmates. They're anchors. Let me say that again. Keisha is not a helpmate. She is an anchor. She holds you down. When bitches be like, you need a woman to hold you down, that's exactly what they do. They hold you down. They do not lift you up. They hold you down. You don't want to be down. You want to be up. Just listen to the verbiage. And when they have the opportunity, with all of your money and all your resources and the crib that you bought and all that shit, what do they do? What does R. Kelly's wife do after she get R. Kelly locked up? She starts a goddamn pole dancing class. What does Tony Gwynn's wife do after Tony Gwynn dies and she spent all this money? She starts a catering service and sells t-shirts that says Tony Gwynn. What does Larsa Pippen do after she took all Scotty money? She starts fucking other NBA players, hoping she can get knocked up by a future baller. What does Warren Sapp's wife do after she takes all his money? She gets a small apartment and finds a bullshit job at Target or something. And still sues him for $3.1 million because she wants a lifestyle without the nigga. And just so it don't sound like I'm just going in on Keisha, even though Keisha's notorious for doing this shit, you can say the same thing about white women. What the fuck is the dude that started Amazon, Jeff Bezos? What is Jeff Bezos' wife doing? Bitch went back to being a teacher. Fucking the dude that does the art class. Like, come on, bro. They really don't know how to do shit, bro. Y'all be like, oh my God, these women. Women's job is to inspire men to be great. Their job is not to be great. Their job is to inspire you to be great and stay along for the ride. They don't want you to be great because that means you'll be happy, and they don't want you to be happy. If you happy, you productive. The reason you can't earn is because these bitches don't want to see you happy. They don't inspire you. They don't want to see you happy. Anytime you get something, they want most of it. They want to have a job, want you to have a job. Then they want you to pay all the bills while they stack all their money. So when they ready to leave you, you ain't got shit, but she got enough money to start fresh. Why she kick you out and send you back to your grandma's house? These motherfuckers ain't your friend, bro. They not your friends. Best case scenario, they could be your employees, though. Best case scenario. And I'll tell you the truth. That's really what they want to be. That's really what they want to be. They really want to be your employee. I wish I'd have kept that clip. There's a clip going around. I might show it the next show. I got to find it again. I saw it this morning. A man asked a woman, a black woman, but it don't matter what race she is, really, because all girls are dumb. A guy asked a woman the same question 2 different ways. The first question was, what would you do if your husband told you to go in the kitchen and make him a sandwich? And her reply was,
he can't talk to me like that. I ain't doing shit. Someone can't tell me nothing. Come on, he got me fucked up. I ain't gonna go in there and make him a sandwich just because he told me to make him a sandwich.
you said, okay, cool. What would you do if your employer told you to cash out your drawer, count your drawer down, and then go to aisle 6 and be the cashier in aisle 6?
I do that because my boss told me to do it.
So the dude said, so what's the difference between your husband telling you to make a sandwich and your employer telling you to get off register 1 and go to register 6? And she said,
My sick husband do it. He just trying to be a bully. That's oppressive. But my employer do it. He's giving me direction. He's giving me instructions.
they want a slave master. They want to be slaves. They want to be secretaries. They want you to be their boss. They want to be under a logo. They don't want to be under a man. They want to be under the man that's under the logo. It's almost religious how it's supposed to be God, then man, then woman, then child. But they fucked up that and they go straight from women and women go directly to God. And they put the woman above the everybody, like the child above the everybody. My kids come first ass bitches. Kids above everybody, then a woman, then a man at the foot, and then God is like in the background. How they mix up everything. So, but they need the structure. They need the order. They need to be a secretary. They want to be slaves. To be happy. Slavery makes them happy. That's why they're trying to make you a slave, because all women do is project. So they like, well, shit, slavery will make me feel good, but why can't I be the slave master? Slavery should make you feel good. They're horrible people. But I digress. Train your toddler, though. Please train your toddler. Enroll in the tolerology course so y'all can get certified, so you'll have a team of motherfuckers that'll support you. You'll have a human resources to go to. The way she go to the police and to the court, you'll be able to come to tribe and be like, yo, this bitch bullshit. And we'll be able to effectively be your arbitrator before she goes to an arbitration judge. But you got to get certified for that, so take your tolerology. But to go back to the point of this string, brothers, behind every failure story is a woman. You know how they say behind every good man is a good woman? No, behind every story of failure is a quote unquote good woman. Every story of failure will end with a woman. Your redemption story, your comeback story, you'll be by yourself. You'll be alone. While you're at the top, you'll have a woman. When you crash to the bottom, it'll be because of that woman. And when you climb back up to the top with your fingernails, my nigga, you'll be doing it by yourself. And you know who will be at the top of the mountain to grab you by the wrist and pull you up the rest of that way? A man. Some man. The same men who gave Scottie Pippen an opportunity to get a couple of dollars by making him a sports reporter even though he sucks at it. The same men like Deion Sanders that gave Warren Sapp a job because he was fucked up. Like, Warren, I don't want to see you fucked up. Come to Mississippi. Come to Colorado. The same men who saw Mike Tyson and was like, yo, Mike, you fucked up like that? I got an apartment in Vegas, bro. You can stay here till you get on your feet. But look, have you ever thought about medicinal marijuana? Let me show you how to get your grower's license. It'll be a man that brings you back up. So with that being said, fuck these hoes. Stick with the bros. Love your brother as you love yourself, man. When you and your brother can both take care of y'all families, then what a bitch say don't mean nothing. She just there. She gonna complain anyway, but her complaints are white noise. Y'all keep trying to build with women or get a woman after you build. You know who else gonna be next on that list? Zion Williamson. Zion Williamson gonna be the next one on the list. They gonna be like, earned $240 million in his career, and now he back in his grandma's basement because all he fuck with is strippers and prostitutes. You know what I mean? That's how serious it is. I bet y'all Zion Williamson be the next broke motherfucker. I bet you. You can see by the way he move. He gonna give it all up for a bunch of bitches with BBLs. There was a guy. Let me see if I can pull this up before I get out of here. I just saw this earlier. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. There was a guy. He was going in. He was like, "Yo, women spend money on entirely too much stuff." I think he was talking about fingernails of all things. And he was like, "Yo, these women spending $200-300 on their nails." He was like, "Motherfuckers on $300 for nails?" I forgot what he said though, but it was hilarious though. He was like, "Man, I think he said something to the extent of he drinking coffee from yesterday. He had to reheat coffee because he trying to save money, and this bitch spending $300 for nails." But I remember I was saying that shit, bro. I was in that same situation, man. I was fucking with this girl. She talking about she need my help to pay her rent, and I'm like, "This what?" But every 2 weeks she going to get her hair done. $350 a hairstyle every 2 weeks. I'm like, "Shorty, your rent $650. Your hair is $700 a month. Like, maybe you should comb your own hair, and then you'll have extra money. You won't need money to help pay for your rent because you'll have extra money." You know what she told me, right?
You don't know anything about women. I just need some money. I gotta get my hair done though. I can't comb my own hair. It takes too long to comb my own hair. I need somebody else to sit me in the chair for 7 hours and comb my hair because I don't have 30 minutes to comb my hair myself.
Women can't count, bro. They can't count. And because they can't count, they horrible with money. So you'll go broke trusting a girl with your shit. There is no other time, bro. There is no other time. You wouldn't trust your 4-year-old. You don't even tell your 4-year-old about your bills. You don't tell them that, man, the light bill late. You just try to figure out how to pay that light bill. You don't come to your 4-year-old with the pressures of adulthood. But y'all come to these adult-sized toddlers with the pressure of adulthood. Have you seen how they handle their own pressure? That's why they yell they don't need no man. Why they looking for a man? You ain't never noticed that shit? Let me see if I can see this real quick. Find this real quick before I get up out of here. If I can't find it, I ain't gonna worry about it. That's actually some great clips on here. I may do some different shows about this shit later. I ain't gonna go there today, but yeah. This is definitely in the Girls Can't Count. Yeah, this ain't what I'm looking for, but I can't find what I'm looking for about the girl who was getting her nails done and was like, fucking, her nail bill was like crazy. If you add a woman hair bill, nail bill, foot bill, because you know for some reason they can't wash their own feet either, they always need a petty. If you add the fact that they need other people to wash their bodies and comb their hair for them, let me repeat that because I don't think y'all understand what I'm saying with that, right? When you start talking about women need somebody else to wash their hands, wash their feet, comb their hair, right? When they go out, they need somebody else to wash their face and put their makeup on. They don't know how to wash their own pussy. They always got to get a yoni steam or some shit like that. They don't know how to wash themselves. They're like a 3-year-old. They can't wash themselves. And you think about how much money they spend. They spend upwards of $1,000 a month for other people to wash them because these bitches can't even wash themselves. And you trust them with your fortune, you not niggas is nuts. Y'all niggas is nuts. But I'm gonna file this on the Girls Can't Count, and I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Shout out to everybody that support the show, man. I'm gonna put this on the Girls Can't Count.
I'm smart.
On a scale of 1 through 10, how smart are you?
10. I'm not stupid.
I bet. So let's say.
All right, don't ask me no dumbass question, okay? Word.
Just answer the damn questions.
Let's say your phone and your phone case cost $110 in total, but the phone costs $100 more than the case. How much is the phone?
All right, so the phone's 110, right? And the case is 110 too. Just for just the case for the phone, right? All right, so it's gonna be like 310, right?
You think you're smart or dumb?
I'm smart.
On a scale of 1 through 10, how smart are you?
I don't care how you do the math. I don't care how you do the math. Even though the answer was $10, but no matter how you do the math, even if she said 110 plus 110, how did she get 310? 110 plus 1, even 10 plus 10 is 20. So no matter what she did, the last two numbers should have been 20. How do you add 110 plus 110 and get 310? And these are the people who raise your kids without you because they don't need a man. These are the people who count just like that, who raise your kids. They get daycare licenses and they got home daycares. They watching your kids. These are the women that some niggas trying to marry because she know how to do Kegels and trust them with credit cards, giving the bitch $5,000 just to talk to them. But you think she don't want the money? The bitch can't count? They don't know how to fucking count. Every day I tell y'all that. Every day y'all come through, I'll be like, girls can't count. They be like, yo, dirty folks get misogynist. And then I show y'all this shit, they be like, damn, girls can't count. Girls cannot count, bro. Ask any girl, man. Hey, man, what's your favorite song? Well, I hate math. That's all on, right? Any girl you ask, what class you in high school?
I hate math.
Like when guys say they hate math, they talking about trigonometry. You know what I mean? When girls say they hate math, they talking about simple motherfucking third grade counting. Like, girls can't count, bro. Can't count. The only time girls can count. In my lifetime, this is the only time I've ever seen this happen. Only time. I mean, they can count your money. They still can't count. They just know how to count your money because, you know, they nosy. But the only time I've ever seen a girl know how to count is when they buying weed and they want the whole 3-5, my nigga. That's the only time, my nigga. Like, they ain't gonna let you short them a gram, nigga. Not a tenth. They be like, there ain't no 3-5. That's 3.2. I want the whole 3-5. That's the only time I've ever seen them use numbers properly. Is when they're getting drugs, nigga. On an everyday girls can't count. I will say this. Bro Genius said, man, I need to start a church. And I'll say to this, you're right. You're absolutely right, bro. Because, you know, I'm a minister with the Antigua religion. And we really do need to expand the religion. Because it is the natural religion for tawny and swarthy men from America. I think it's weird that the pro-blacks fight so hard to steal the Semites' religion, to have African culture, when you're in America. Like, where you're from should dictate what you pray to. If you're in Japan, you're going to see Buddhism. If you in India, you're going to see, what is it called? Tibet, not Tibet. What they got? Anyway, the shit with the 6 arms. You go to Russia, they're going to have Orthodox Catholicism. It's not going to be Christianity. They don't worship Christ. It's going to be Catholicism. You go to anywhere you go, everybody got their own thing, right? Only black people steal other people's gods. Yeah, Hindu. Thank you. Hindu in India. Only black people steal other people's gods. Only people. Northern Africa, even though I understand why Mansa Musa did it, Northern Africa flipped Islam. They abandoned their own African gods for Arab gods. Because that's, come on, man. That's what Medea is. You start talking about Medea and the Holy Land Those are Arabs. Those are the motherfuckers that work at the corner store. That is their God. All these colored people start worshiping somebody else's God. That's why it's so easy to get conquered. Yeah, bro. Motherfuckers need to start worshiping guys that look like them, guys that empower them, guys that I never understood that shit. How niggas fight so hard to be one of the 12 tribes of Judah. I'm from the tribe of Judah. How'd you get there? How the fuck you know you from the tribe of Judah, but you don't know who your real daddy is because your mama black? That's crazy. I don't know who my daddy is, but I know I'm from the tribe of Judah. How the fuck you know? You don't know who your daddy is, so you don't know who your granddaddy is. Nobody told you who you really are. You just know your mama's side. And women can't have a side because you know a fruit by the seed, not the dirt. Girls are dirt. You don't even know your seed. You don't know if you're an apple tree or a peach tree, nigga. So how the fuck you know? You know what, bro? Um, I'm all for becoming a coach leader. I truly do want to be a coach leader. And when I say that, I don't mean it disrespectfully. Cult is the root word of culture. When there's a small amount of you, you're a cult. When you become the majority, you're the culture. That's how it works, right? If it's enough of you, but it's not enough to be the majority culture, you're a subculture, right? Or a subgenre of a culture. But it's enough of you to make a move, right? I have no problem with that. Everybody yelling at FBA or whatever the fuck they want to be, but they have no culture. They have no specific rules or constitution or creed or logo that say, man, this is what represents us. There's nothing to it. They just black. They just a fucking crayon. So Ethiopian slow face ugly bitches can come through and hit themselves in the face and say, goddamn it, they got hit with a rock. You're like, but she black. So a bunch of fucking Nigerians can grape juice white girls in a Uber car. They be like, the black people did it. Nah, man. Nigerians did that shit. Tyreek did not start a cult. Tyreek started a movement, but he didn't start a cult. What Tyreek did, and this is why Tyreek will never be successful in what he's doing. And I like Tyreek. I no dis to Tyreek. What Tyreek did, which is why what he's doing will never be successful. It may make money, but it won't be a movement. It won't be a culture. Is because he included too many women. Tyreek is only big because of women. He has a bunch of niggas over there that's FBA type niggas that praise Tyreek, but they won't shoot. If Tyreek built something, he couldn't protect it because ain't nobody that fuck with him shoot. He got a bunch of bitches that want to write grants, which is good because you need the money, but you can't build with women. Only men build. Women come after men build and they interior decorate what men built. If you try to build with a woman, she's going to destroy your shit from the inside because building is discomfort and women want to be comfortable. Yeah, you got coochie followers. Like I won't be big on YouTube for my content, not for my lives. Now I may do some pre-records that blow, but my lives will never go big because I will never have women in my chat because I don't give a fuck about girls with clothes on. You understand what I'm saying? And it's girls that be shadow watching me because they be trying to share my shit with other niggas because they want everything I am in a better package. They want the intelligence and the determination of me in the mold of a man that'll kill for them. They want a simp ass nigga. I was on I'm finna brag, but I was on Israel Mills show the other day with a comedian. He's a ghostwriter for D.L. Hewley. His name is Uncle Jeff. I should call Uncle Jeff too. And while we're on the show together, Uncle Jeff has a wife. And he will raise the village for that wife. He will destroy small towns for his wife. And you know what? I'm not mad about that because that's his wife. Right? A man should protect what's his. Men are possessive. Men protect his house, his car, his kids, his wife. What black women want to do is make you believe the crayon is yours. So you got to protect all black women, even though she ain't paying you or fucking you or feeding you. She wants to be included in your possession without being your possession and saying that being your possession is oppression. They're dumb people. But anyway, so I'm on the show with I'm on the show with Israel Mills, and Jeff is on the panel with me. And I'm talking like I talk, right? And a bitch say, because black girl magic, they like,
I would never be around dirty folks. Oh my God. He hate women. Man, this is why you gotta have strong men around. I would want to be around Jeff, because I would need somebody like Jeff to delete dirty folks for me, because I think dirty folks will be a predator.
All dirty folks say is stay the fuck away from me. Why would I be a predator towards you and stalk you, bitch, when I'm trying to avoid you at all costs, goofy bitch? So that even on the principle, it doesn't make sense. But Jeff, even though he like 10, 15 years older than me, and he been in LA since the 1980s. Like I said, he ghostwrite for D.L. Hewley. He did a couple of ghostwriting for sitcoms. He's a comedian. She's not paying attention. She heard that Jeff is ready to fight for his wife and decides that if he'll fight for his wife, he'll fight for her, because that's how bitches do. That's why they all want to be mistresses. They don't want to be a wife. They all want to fuck another bitch husband. But Jeff, my mans. Like, we grew up 7 blocks away from each other. We went to the same high school at different times. He went in the 1980s. I went in the late 1990s. But we went to the same high school. We both alum. We both from the same hood. We chopped it up. One of the girls I was fucking with in high school grew up on his block. Like, we the same nigga. And he had to tell her, bitch, ain't no way in the world I'll fight dirty folks for you. That's my brother. He said, I'll talk to dirty folks for you and be like, yo, don't go so hard on her. He said, but I'd never fight my mans for you. Like, we the same nigga. Like, you don't like his packaging, but we the same nigga. Which brings me to what I'm saying. Black women don't know what they want. They could have had Kevin Samuels wearing a suit trying to be their savior. They were happy that he was dead. They could have dirty folks in here, gang banging it out, trying to be the savior of men, because I know that women do what men allow, and they'll follow men anywhere. Like, I don't have to talk directly to women and be like, be nice to women. Love your brother as you love yourself, and you'll get the bitches, because it's bitches' job to make sure you ain't happy. So if you with a gang of guys and y'all being productive and happy, and y'all eating pizza and watching football, bitches will walk past a TV set naked just to get some attention. I'm trying to tell y'all some shit. Like, nigga, you'll get the bitches by supporting the bros. And they'll be like, yo, he don't deserve shit. They're horrible people, bro. Because they don't want to see you happy in any concept or aspect of life. They don't even want to see other women happy. That's why they fuck married men. And then tell the wife that they fucking her husband just to fuck up the marriage. She ain't gonna get the man if they fuck up the marriage. She don't want nobody to be happy. These is horrible fucking people. Horrible fucking people. And I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. I don't give a fuck if your mama black. Mama probably was a horrible person. That's why she joined the church. Became part of the deacon board. You know how fucked up you gotta be to join a church? You know how much bullshit she was doing to join a church? They horrible fucking people. Anyway, that's all I gotta say about that. Guess I'm gonna go get some tequila. Let me make sure, man. I don't want to miss nobody, man. I don't want to miss nobody. Let me take the cash out real quick. Make sure I ain't miss nobody.
Hey, baby. How much do you need?
Not much. Just enough for a new wig and a BBL.
Can dirty folks get some cash apps too, please kind sir?
Nah, y'all still in contact. Anyway, as always, bros, love your brothers as you love yourself. Feed the pack. Tribe up.
Toddler tales are crazy stories that could only happen to me. Each tale is endorsed by Toddlerology
in the Marry Your Secretary courses. In a world where toddlers are only loyal to her employer, learn the skills needed to train your toddler to work at your relationship like she works at her job. There's courses for every level of your relationship status, including polygamy. Need support? Join scheduled study groups with other tolerology members. Click the link below. And now, back to today's story.
Until it became hard between his fingertips, while his right hand eased her love lips. Nikki Mullins' finger darted across her slippery, which is when she felt her insides being split by the thickness, gasped for breath as water stroke after stroke. Her legs quaked and her muscles, oh shit, Dion, at the top of her lungs, and swallowed his meat whole. Her hands grabbed his hips, and she pushed and pulled, forcing him to thrust his pole back and forth against her twisting tongue as it gradually turned into more than she could swallow. She moved her hands to the shaft and
Crusader Publishing, where books come to life.
Faded through the city lights full of smoke.